Hi guys, welcome back to a reading life update. If you think I look exactly the same as another video, that's because I did. I just filmed and put up a giant 100+ book unhaul. If you're interested in that, I will link it in all the places. Go check it out. But I wanted to just do a quick video discussing the future of my reading, kind of my TBR, and just some thoughts, opinions, kind of where I have went in the last just couple months with reading and my thoughts about book buying and things like that. So I have been talking about, since I've come back to YouTube, just that I have just an overwhelming amount of books that I don't really care about. Hence the giant unhaul. And I talked about in that video why I decided to finally unhaul so many books and finally let go of so many books and the reason why I was keeping them. So if you want to know that, again, go watch that. But so by doing that, I have taken my TBR down to just these shelves here. So I have my book of the month books here, and then we just have the rainbow for the rest of these here. Oh, I do have these ones as well that are still basically like, I kind of want to unhaul these, but I don't, like, I'm not saying no completely to those ones yet. They're more like, if I can find them an audiobook, that would be great. So that's those ones. But like on my Goodreads and my Storygraph, I am at, let's get an accurate number here. My physical TBR is down to 149 books. I have not bought books, well, I was gonna say in a really long time, but it hasn't been that long. It's probably been about a year since now that I've really bought any books. And I just want to read books that I actually care about. I had the common thing, I've talked about this before, like so many others before me. When you first find BookTube and the book world, you just start buying everything that everyone suggests to you. One, because it had been so long since I had read, and when I had read, I, thought that I wanted to read YA, and the way, there's a lot of YA on BookTube, YA and fantasy and all that. I knew I didn't want to read fantasy. I knew that for sure. But I just bought it all. And of course, there was the book outlet boom where we were buying all of the books for so cheap and on the sales. And I just filled these shelves to where I was almost over 200 books within like a couple months. And it just, as I went through them, I realized I have no interest in this anymore. So I've been just trying to go through what I had. I went through and I took out the stuff that I just was really not feeling any draw to at all. And I've gotten rid of it. And it's in that unhaul. And I also got rid of books like this whole shelf is stuff that I'm keeping that I have already read. So I have a still good amount, but I took some of those that I was just like, I will never want these for my future children or to lend them out to anybody or reread them myself. But anyways, so my number just in general has went down on my shelf. I have a lot of opening spaces, and my goal is, I started it, if you didn't see in a video, I started at the beginning of August when I started uploading videos again. I said I wanted to read 50 books by the end of the year. And so that would help me by like making videos, and I wanted to do challenges and readathons and like vlog all of this stuff and give me content to do it. And it's been really, really fun. So that's my plan, is to at least get 50 more books off of these shelves by the end of the year. That would put me being under 100 books for my TBR, which is kind of wild to think about. It would be amazing. And then in the future for buying books, it's so hard for me because I love having these shelves. I, like everybody else, I love to look at them and have them, and it's almost like an art piece to me, and it just makes me so happy to see them. But I don't want to just waste my money, especially right now when I don't receive any ARCs and I don't have the financial means to just buy every new release that comes out that I want to then read it and be like, oh, I gave that a 2-star, like, and pay close to $20 or more buying said book. So I want to, if I'm not 100% sure about a book and it's just something I hear about, I'm like, that sounds good, then I'm going to get it from the library. And if I love it, then buy a copy. And then I will continue to buy Book of the Month because I love them so much. I'm trying to be more restrained in them and not buying every single one of them and making them a priority. That's my other thing, is I'm so frustrated with myself with buying all of these and then taking a year or more to read them, because what's the point of buying a brand new book when I don't normally buy them, to not read them when they are new. So that's the other point of the channel, is to, with my Book of the Month books, read them in the month that I get them. And now I'm just going to have to get through what I have here that's sitting here that's old. So those are my priority over my other ones. And then the exceptions I will make is if it's an author that I just love and they're coming out with a new book, I never really do that anyway, unless it's on Book of the Month, but that would be an instance where I would probably buy a book before I read it from the library, just because, like I said, if it's like a sequel or a companion or just an author that I love and I buy all of their stuff no matter what. That is my exception. So that is kind of my plans here. I'm feeling really, really ignited and happy about it and the decisions that I'm making, and I'm really excited about the books that are on my shelf. It was so good just to get the ones off of it that when I look at them, I'm just like, you know what I mean? There's nothing more discouraging than looking at your shelves and being like, I don't want to read anything up there. So to take all that up, clear the clutter, and just see the ones, it makes me excited to read all of these. So anyways, I didn't want to make this video too long, but thank you so much for being here. And please, if you haven't, subscribe and comment. I just want to know you guys, and I want you to know me, and I want to make a connection and find my space here in this space. So I hope you all are doing well and you are healthy and happy and loved wherever you are, and I will see you next time.